are those endless, frustrating, nightly trips to the bathroom, completely breaking your sleep, night after night. If you are a man over the age of 50, you might believe this is just an unavoidable part of getting older. But what if the solution is not a new prescription, but something as simple and as fundamental as upgrading the very water you drink? You keep your routine. You keep your favorite foods. You only upgrade your glass. We are about to reveal the simple mineral additions that can help calm an enlarged prostate, ease the symptoms of B.P.H, and finally restore a steady, strong urinary flow. Before we dive into this critical information, if you find this content valuable and want to support our channel, please do one simple thing. Take a moment to hit that like button. And if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell. That way, you will never miss the essential, science-based prostate health tips that actually fit into your real life. For men over 50, the advice "don't drink plain water" might sound strange, but it holds a crucial truth. While plain water certainly fills the tank, it is not enough. After the age of 50, what you truly need is functional water. Functional water does something more. It carries the specific signals your cells desperately need. These are signals that tell the smooth muscle in your bladder neck and in the tissue that surrounds your prostate to relax. The result: you experience fewer sudden urges, you find yourself straining less, and you regain a stronger, more confident stream. I am Dr. Katherine, a urologist, and I have successfully helped thousands of men improve their urinary flow and reduce prostate swelling, often just by adjusting what goes into the first and last glass of the day. Here is the key idea. After 50, our natural thirst signals begin to fade. Our kidneys start to handle minerals differently than they used to, and the muscles that surround the urinary tract can tighten up, causing constriction. Functional water activates what is known as electrical hydration. This is a process that allows essential nutrients to move properly into your cells, and most importantly, encourages your blood vessels to relax. Our very first target, our immediate and most critical objective, is to achieve two things: profound, smooth muscle relaxation and a restoration of healthy pelvic blood flow. Why? Because this powerful combination is what supports a smaller, calmer prostate, and it is the direct path to fewer wake-ups in the dead of night. Now, of all the minerals that your prostate relies on to function, one stands out far above the rest as a true, unrivaled peacekeeper for your entire pelvic area. That mineral is magnesium. In my clinical practice, I have given it a specific name because it so perfectly describes its function. I call it the Great Unclencher. Its most important job, its primary directive, is to communicate one simple, vital, and non-negotiable message to your smooth muscles. These are the muscles you do not and cannot consciously control. And that one-word message is relax. Let's visualize what is happening inside your body. These smooth muscles form a tight, constrictive ring right around your urethra. The urethra, of course, is the tube that carries urine straight through the center of your prostate gland and out of your body. When these muscles tense up, and as men age, they often do, they clamp down hard on that passageway. I want you to imagine you are gently stepping on a garden hose. That is exactly what is happening inside you. That tension, that constant clamping, is what directly restricts your urinary flow. It is the root cause of that weak, hesitant stream. It is the reason you have to strain. So, how does magnesium, the Great Unclencher, fix this? It works by naturally and beautifully balancing the effects of another mineral in your body: calcium. You see, calcium and magnesium are in a constant dance. Calcium is the signal for contraction. It is the mineral that tells your muscles to contract, to tighten, and to squeeze. But then, magnesium steps in as the essential counterbalance. Magnesium is the opposing signal. It steps in and says, "Easy now. It is time to loosen up." This powerful counteraction is precisely what helps release that chokehold, that squeeze on your urethra. This allows for a stronger, more complete, and far more comfortable stream. It allows you to finally get that feeling of completely emptying your bladder. Here is the problem, and it is a significant one. Most men I meet in my practice do not get nearly enough magnesium. They are deficient, even if they honestly believe they are eating a balanced and healthy diet. The problem is not always the food itself. A larger issue, especially as we get older, is absorption. Your body simply absorbs less magnesium over time. This problem is made even worse if you use acid-reducing medications or if you naturally have lower stomach acid. What this means is that even with a decent diet, your magnesium levels can still dip well below what your prostate and your entire urinary system need to function smoothly. But here is the beautiful part of this entire story. This gap, this deficiency, is incredibly easy to close. You can fix this by simply adding magnesium to the water you are already drinking every single day. You give your body exactly what it has been missing, without changing your meals, without altering your lifestyle. The results can be remarkable. Many of my patients report feeling a noticeable change within just a few weeks. They don't just notice a better, stronger flow. The most profound change they report is a significant reduction in those nightly trips to the bathroom, which finally leads to the truly restorative, deep sleep they have been missing for years. One of the simplest ways to do this is to add magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate powders directly to your water. These forms are recommended because they dissolve easily and, most importantly, they absorb very well. A daily total of 250 to 400 milligrams is the effective range for most men. You can sip this in the evening to help support relaxation before you go to bed. Or, if you find your stomach is sensitive, you can simply split the dose, taking half in the morning and the other half in the evening. Now, it is also possible to raise magnesium through food. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, along with pumpkin seeds, almonds, and black beans, are all rich natural sources. Still, it is important to know that even with these foods, many men find that adding a supplement is what gives them the best and most consistent results. A final important note: too much magnesium all at once can cause some mild stomach upset. So, the best practice is always to start low and then increase your dose gradually. This allows your body to adjust as the muscles around your bladder and prostate finally begin to relax. Once we have successfully used magnesium to relax the muscles around the prostate, our next critical mission is to protect the gland itself. We must turn our focus inward to shield the prostate from two silent, invisible enemies: chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. These two processes are the quiet, relentless drivers that silently encourage the prostate to grow larger, year after year. And this brings us to a mineral that is powerful, essential, and, unfortunately, often misunderstood: selenium. Now, I understand that selenium is a topic that frequently appears in alarming headlines that make men pause and worry. They are left feeling anxious, caught in a debate, wondering if this mineral is helpful or if it is harmful. I want to be very clear: that story is not complete. The most important factor, the single detail that changes everything, is the quality and the dose. The selenium that is found naturally in food, or the specific forms used properly in supplements, is a completely different universe from the synthetic or excessive forms that sometimes make the news. When used thoughtfully, when used with precision, selenium fundamentally strengthens the prostate's own, built-in defense systems. It acts like an upgrade to your internal armor, shielding the gland against cellular damage and, crucially, against unwanted growth. I have personally worked with patients who were hesitant at first, precisely because of the conflicting information they had read online. But I have seen it time and again. Once they began using the right form in the right amount, they noticed real, tangible improvements. These were not small changes. They reported a significant reduction in how often they were forced to wake up at night, and they could feel a distinct, steady improvement in the strength of their urine stream. This is not a theory. It is a consistent clinical observation. To truly understand this, you must know that in nature, selenium never works alone. When you find it in whole foods, like Brazil nuts, seafood, or eggs, it is intricately combined with a team of other nutrients. These helper nutrients are there for a reason. They help your body absorb the selenium and, just as importantly, use it effectively. This is what I call a built-in synergy, and it is part of what makes dietary selenium so powerful. If you choose to supplement, which many men find gives them the most reliable results, finding the right form is non-negotiable. You must look for selenomethionine or selenium yeast. These are the forms your cells recognize. They are easily absorbed and immediately put to use by your body. They provide reliable, steady support day after day, without overwhelming your system. I often encourage my patients to think of selenium as a partner nutrient. It is a team player. It works best when it is part of a team, whether that team is food-based or a set of carefully chosen, high-quality supplements. So, what is its real power? Selenium's primary function is to arm your body's natural defense system. Think of it as supplying high-tech ammunition to your internal army. Selenium fuels the production of highly specialized proteins called selenoproteins. These proteins are remarkable. They act like a team of elite bodyguards, or living shields, operating inside every single one of your cells. The job of these shields is to hunt down and neutralize unstable, damaging molecules called oxidants. These oxidants are the troublemakers. They are the rogue elements that ricochet around your cells, damaging your DNA and triggering inflammation. And those two processes, DNA damage and chronic inflammation, are the absolute key players in driving prostate growth and irritation. Selenium, by fueling your selenoproteins, stops this cascade of damage before it can take hold. But selenium is more than just a shield. It is also a master regulator. It helps to control how your prostate cells respond to hormones, specifically testosterone. It does this by directly influencing the androgen receptor, which is a critical control switch in your prostate tissue. By reducing oxidative stress, calming that internal fire of inflammation, and fine-tuning these crucial growth signals, selenium helps your prostate stay healthier and more stable over time. And the benefits do not even stop there. Selenium is also a powerful supporter of the health of your blood vessels. Its potent antioxidant activity works to lower oxidative stress throughout your entire vascular system, which in turn helps your blood flow remain smooth and steady. Why does this matter for your prostate? Because those healthy, flexible blood vessels are the superhighways that deliver life-giving oxygen and nutrients to your pelvic region. This delivery is crucial for supporting both prostate function and tissue repair. Furthermore, this healthy blood flow also plays a vital role in your overall urinary control and even your sexual health. I often observe in my practice that when men successfully improve their selenium intake, they do not just feel relief in their urinary symptoms. They frequently and happily report noticing better circulation in general and a welcome, tangible improvement in their overall energy levels. And here is the best part of this entire strategy. You do not need much. We are not talking about mega doses. A few drops of a high-quality liquid selenium supplement added right into your water provides this powerful microdose of cellular armor. This simple action gives you all the protection you need without any of the risk of overdoing it. It is an intelligent, precise, and safe strategy to protect your prostate from the inside out. Now that the prostate is calmer and better protected, we must address another problem: the pressure and electrical imbalance that today's diets often create inside your body. That is where potassium comes in. I often describe these minerals to men as a team. Magnesium helps relax the tissues. Selenium strengthens the body's internal defenses and protects the cells. Potassium is the one that brings balance to that entire system, keeping the body's electrical activity stable and ensuring smooth communication between all the cells. Without enough potassium, the benefits of magnesium and selenium simply do not work as efficiently. Potassium is the main positively charged mineral inside the cell. It helps maintain what is known as the membrane potential, the electrical charge difference across a cell wall that allows nerves to send signals and muscles to contract. That includes the smooth muscles that line your blood vessels and your urinary tract. The problem today is that most processed foods are overloaded with sodium, which pulls potassium dangerously out of balance. This imbalance creates a state of constant, low-grade electrical stress throughout your entire body. This stress aggravates your nervous system and directly worsens tension in the pelvic region, including your prostate. Food should be your primary source of potassium. Bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, leafy greens, and nuts are all excellent ways to boost your intake naturally. With relaxation and electrical balance now working together, the next step is aligning the body's hormonal signals. For that, we turn to the mineral that is found in the highest concentration inside a healthy prostate gland, zinc. Think of zinc as the master architect and foreman for male hormones and immune function, working directly on the blueprint of your vitality. One of zinc's most important actions is helping to prevent too much testosterone from being converted into dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. DHT is a much stronger, more potent form of testosterone, and while it has useful functions, too much of it overstimulates prostate growth. In fact, elevated DHT levels are one of the main drivers behind an enlarged prostate and the urinary problems that come with it. When your zinc levels are steady, your hormone balance shifts in a healthier direction. This means less unwanted stimulation of prostate tissue. Zinc also strengthens the prostate's internal defense systems. It supports antioxidant activity, assists in DNA repair to keep cells functioning normally, and helps calm inflammation. Less inflammation means less pressure on the urethra and a more consistent urine flow. A daily intake of about 15 to 30 milligrams is enough for most men. A few drops of liquid zinc added to water are one of the most effective ways to take it, as they absorb quickly and are gentle on the stomach. The final piece of this supportive protocol is the subtle but mighty harmonizer, boron. This is not a mineral to megadose. Instead, it is one to use with strategic precision to fine-tune your body's entire hormonal symphony. Boron works in several important ways that directly affect prostate health. It helps regulate how your body uses steroid hormones like testosterone and estrogen, keeping their balance in a range that supports prostate stability. This matters profoundly because these hormonal shifts can contribute to prostate enlargement. Boron also calms the inflammatory signals that irritate prostate tissue. It may even reduce the activity of prostate-specific antigen, or PSA, which is often linked to the progression of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or B.P.H. By influencing these pathways, boron helps slow the processes that drive prostate growth and discomfort. The changes men notice are often subtle at first, but meaningful over time. With less inflammation and better hormonal balance, urgency tends to calm down, and the urine stream becomes stronger. Nighttime bathroom trips often decrease as well. I have seen men in my practice who used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night gradually shift to only once, or not at all, after several weeks of getting enough boron. A small 3 to 6 milligram capsule per day, or a diet rich in apples, pears, avocados, leafy greens and nuts, can provide this gentle yet profound regulatory effect. With these 5 powerful minerals, magnesium, selenium, potassium, zinc, and boron, working together, you can target the key drivers of prostate problems. Here is how to combine them into a functional daily routine without complicating your day. The very first glass of water you drink in the morning sets the tone for your entire day. This is the best time to add your magnesium powder. It begins working quickly to relax the smooth muscles in your bladder neck and urinary tract, helping urine flow more freely from the start of your day. The middle of the day is the perfect window to support hormone balance. Add a few drops of liquid zinc to your water with lunch. This helps your body absorb it more efficiently, especially when you pair it with protein from your meal. During the afternoon, especially if you stay active, potassium becomes more important. Adding a small amount of a potassium-inclusive electrolyte mix to your water helps maintain the body's electrical balance and supports healthy blood pressure. The evening is a good time to focus on antioxidant support and hormone regulation. Add your selenium to a glass of water with dinner or after your evening meal. This strengthens your prostate's defenses against oxidative stress while you rest. Boron works best when used consistently in those small amounts, such as 3 milligrams per day, often taken 5 days a week with 2 days off. Prioritizing boron-rich foods like apples, grapes, and nuts is the simplest way to maintain your intake. The most important principle is to keep it simple. You do not need to add every mineral to every glass of water. The form of each mineral you choose makes a real difference in how well your body can use it. For magnesium, magnesium citrate or glycinate dissolve well in water and are easy for most people to absorb. For zinc, a chelated or liquid form tends to be gentler on the stomach and more effective at reaching the prostate. Selenium works best as selenomethionine or selenium yeast, both of which your body recognizes and uses efficiently. Potassium is safest when it comes from foods or low-dose electrolyte blends, and boron should always stay at modest doses. A critical warning: if you have kidney problems, heart rhythm concerns, or if you take medications like diuretics, ACE inhibitors, or ARBS, you must talk to your doctor before adding supplemental magnesium or potassium. These minerals influence how your body manages water and blood pressure, and professional guidance is essential to keep things safe. Also, too much zinc can interfere with your copper balance, while excessive selenium can cause digestive discomfort. Staying within conservative, label-guided doses helps you gain all the benefits without the risks. Many men notice changes surprisingly quickly once they adopt this routine. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, urination often feels easier, and those sudden, urgent urges become less frequent. By weeks 3 and 4, most men see a noticeable reduction in their nighttime bathroom trips and a smoother, stronger stream. After about 2 months, improvements in overall energy and the quality of your sleep are common. Your prostate is not failing you. It is trying to tell you that the inputs it is receiving need an upgrade. Functional water gives you a simple, daily way to respond to that signal. Each glass becomes a small, positive decision that builds toward calmer nights, stronger flow, and more confident days. You are not stuck with this frustration. You have real tools within your reach, and they start with what you pour into your next glass.